tell by the title of this video, it is a traveling tips video. I know, no one's traveling right now, but as airlines will resume their services, I decided, why not? Why not share all my traveling tips with you guys? As a flight attendant, I have witnessed a lot of things in and outside of work. So let's just get started with the video. First tip, let's start with travel insurance. Honestly, guys, it's better to be safe than sorry. You never know what can happen. The amount of times that I have witnessed passengers get injured, hurt, robbed, sick, etc., it's crazy. And honestly, you do not want to be paying out of pocket if you are to get into an accident, because we're talking about maybe a few $100s to maybe a few $1,000s. You do not want to be paying out of pocket. Seriously. Before becoming a cabin crew member, I used to buy my travel insurance with my bank, and I thought it was pretty good travel insurance. Before buying any travel insurance, make sure that you read and you know what you're entitled to. That's really, really important because not all of them are the same. Tip number 2 is repetitive, simple, yet so hard for so many of us. And it's to pack light. Honestly, guys, how many of us actually use everything that we pack? Traveling is already complicated enough, and overpacking could definitely be an inconvenience, especially if you're in Santorini. You do not want to be rolling 4 bags. Pack things that you could wear in different ways, many different times. Don't overpack. Do not make it complicated, you guys, especially if you're going from one place to another. It could be such a hassle and it could just get very overwhelming. Tip number 3 is to carry some cash with you. I personally like to carry between $100 to $300 cash when I'm going on vacation, and that's because I've been in situations where I've tried to pay with a card. My card doesn't work at that specific location. My card doesn't work at the ATM machine, and it just becomes a problem. You do not want to be stuck in a situation where you need to buy a Metro Pass and you need to go to the ATM machine because you don't have €1 or €2 cash. So I definitely recommend taking out some cash. And honestly, I hate buying a bottle of water, a Metro Pass, a chocolate bar, a fruit, a soda, whatever, with a card. It gets on my nerves. So I like to carry cash. That brings us to tip number 4, and it's to use bank cards that do not have a foreign transaction fee, which means, for example, if I'm to use my debit card anywhere in the world, I get charged $5 per transaction. You do not want that. You do not want that. So if you're not sure, I suggest you call your bank and ask. Also, I recommend for you to use a card where you can collect points. That way you can use them later on for another trip. You might want to notify your bank that you're traveling and that you're going to be using a specific card, just because you do not want them to block your card due to suspicious transactions in other countries. That's super, super important. Number 5, guys, have an open mind. Oh my God, the worst thing is to travel with someone who's always complaining about everything. Be welcoming to hospitality, to food, to the people, to the language, to the overall culture. Remember, you're there to learn and to live the moment. Don't ruin it by negative comments or by negative thinking. Complain once you get home. Remember, not every country is the same. Not every place that you go to is the same. And the point of traveling is to enjoy the unusual things that you'll never get to do at home. So just relax. Take a deep breath and enjoy the moment. Stop complaining. If you're going on vacation, guys, that means that you will be doing a lot of walking, which brings me to my next tip. Tip number 7, a good pair of shoes. Comfort is key, guys. Don't get fooled by the gram. Just because you see people wearing heels, it doesn't mean they walk the whole day with them. They definitely bring another pair of shoes with them and they change right after that photo. And if they don't change, it's because their hotel's around the corner and they just went to take the photo and buy. So you do not want to be that person walking uncomfortable, feeling uncomfortable, not enjoying your moment, being in pain, etc. I've been there. It's hell. It's not fun. It's not fun for other people around you. So bring a pair of good, comfortable shoes. This next tip could definitely be a little bit embarrassing for a lot of us, but I definitely think it's important, and it's to take pictures, videos. Screw everybody else, man. You paid your ticket to get there. You take that photo. You take that video, okay? Pictures are memories that will last forever, and they're also inspiring. So do not be afraid to pull out the selfie stick, okay? Just do it, take the picture, live the moment, but capture it as well. Tip number 8 is to get attraction tickets beforehand, okay? The last thing you want is to stand in line for an hour or two to buy a ticket. You do not want that. It is the most annoying thing ever. You're on vacation. You do not have time for that. Time is precious. Time is ticking. Do not do that. I know that some of us feel uncomfortable buying the ticket online, so I recommend you buying tickets on the actual website of the attraction that you want to visit. This next tip is really important, and I see it happen all the time where passengers come on the flight and they say, my passport was stolen because my purse was stolen and I had to spend half of my vacation at the embassy filling out paperwork, etc. And I never understood why people love to carry their passport in their purses or in their bags. Once you get to your hotel room, your Airbnb, your hostel, whatever, put your passport in a safe. It is super important. Also, do not carry like 5 credit cards with you. Do not carry the $300 that you bring in cash. Carry what you need for that day. Carry 1 credit card, 1 ID, $50. And a lipstick. That's all you will need. You do not need your passport, your 5 credit cards, your $300, your IDs. Like, you do not need to carry all that. If it makes you feel any better, I suggest that you also make a copy of your passport. You never know. And my last tip to end this video is to never eat around the attraction touristic spots. Honestly, you'll be so disappointed. It's not worth the money, and the food quality is not good. A good rule of thumb that I tend to follow when I travel is I never enter a restaurant that has a person outside trying to get me to go in. Just walk a little bit, try to get out of that spot. Don't be afraid to get lost. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on the notification button. If you have anything you want to add to these tips, leave a comment in the comment section. Be safe. Mwah.